Yo, what's up? It's your boy King Brand here, bringing another CSGO commentary. First, I want to apologize for not uploading yesterday. Sorry about that. My upload schedule was a little whack because Christmas and whatnot. A lot of things happened, a lot of presents, a lot of really good stuff I'm thankful for. First, want to wish everyone that watched this video Merry Christmas. Hope everyone got what they wanted, got to spend wonderful time with their families. I know I did personally, and I know it's a great time to be with my family and whatnot. But today I want to talk about the essential equipment needed for playing a game such as CSGO. See, CSGO, it requires you to have a decent amount of equipment, but I think let's start off here with a desktop. First of all, you're going to be getting you're going to have a computer that gets you around at least a minimum of about 150 FPS if you want to compete at like a good level. If you just want to play for fun, I mean, you can play on 60. I mean, honestly, you could play with 60. It's just if you want a optimal performance, like 200, so above 200, and you're good. I mean, after that, you don't need to worry too much. Is steady frame, steady. So probably like an i5 processor, because this game's really CPU intensive. So like an i5 would be fine, and a decent graphics card. So you could get a pretty cheap build and still run this game at really good settings, especially because some of those Intel dual cores, even those i3s, they have really strong processors in them, even though they're only dual core. But the game really it only utilizes one core, and it's one powerful core in there, out of the two, so you'll be fine. So you can really get some cheap and play CS:GO. Another thing is probably the most important peripheral thing is probably honestly your mouse. A good sensor in your mouse can make the biggest difference. A bad sensor, you can flick and it just doesn't really register, and it's really inconsistent. So sometimes you'll hit your flick, sometimes you won't, and it's really hard to practice that way if you're having inconsistent flicks. Nice shot through the smoke right there, by the way. Another thing about having a good mouse is being able to change the DPI, because you really want a low DPI in CS:GO. You don't want to play with a high DPI, and you want a good polling rate on CS:GO. But your DPI is really important just because of the fact that you don't want to be where you just barely move your mouse and it just completely flies, right? Because if you do that, then you're not going to have very much control at that point. And you need all the control in the world you can get, just like Call of Duty. For all the Call of Duty players out there, I'm sure there's plenty of them that want to switch to CS:GO. What you need is a low sensitivity. Low DPI, low sensitivity gives you more control. A big mouse pad is huge. That's just a given though. If you're a PC gamer, you want a big mouse pad, so you don't always have to pick up your mouse. But CS:GO is important just because of the fact that you can completely flick, right? You don't need to be worried about doing complete 360, but at 180, that way you can get those flick shots. Because a complete 360, it's not very often you're going to 360 turn on someone in CS:GO. Just because if they're that bad, then you're probably at a really low rank, and you don't need, neither one of you are really that good at the game, honestly. You just go, my god, just a lucky kill. Not even trying to be a jerk, it's just a fact. Another thing is the monitor, right? So I just got a BenQ XL, I'll actually read it right now, XL241Z, I believe, yeah. It is a 144 Hz refresh rate, 1 millisecond response time. Then there's a bunch of extra stuff that really, it helps you, but it's not that big of a deal. The main thing is the two raw specs, the 1 millisecond response time. That means as soon as you move your mouse, it's going to move on the screen, and then the 144 Hz means that it's refreshing in 1 second and showing 144 frames, right? Which is over twice as much as the average monitor. And that really just makes it really smooth and not choppy, and that way you can really see someone when they're moving and really keep your crosshair on them when you're trying to flick on them or just shoot them in general. You can see them much clearer, especially opping. For me, because I'm an opper, so I'm constantly aim down sights, and the smoothness when you're moving with an op and everything, it's just insane, the difference between that and 60 Hz or 60 144 Hz. Really big difference. Then your keyboard, I wouldn't say it's like a huge important deal. You get mechanical keyboard, but eventually at some point you're gonna want one, just because it's a really nice keyboard. Mechanical keyboards in general are really nice to have for typing and just for gaming, because you can make more accurate moves. Like right now, I don't have a mechanical keyboard, but I'll probably get one. I have money for one, because they're like $80, and I have money for one. It's just I don't see a big reason for one right now, and I might be buying skins soon. But that's the main things you need to play CS:GO. Just bring the Blank King Bren. Peace out, guys.